50 Cent put up a new post of him going over the paperwork of Tammy Cowan and the Cuffy Gatlin case. And things are noticed. He's examining another YouTuber going over the paperwork, and things are noticed on page 12 of this paperwork that Big Meech somehow never got any charges for hooking up Suarez, a guy who met in jail, with Cuffy Gatling, a guy he used to do business with in St. Louis. He never got any additional time for that. But Cuffy Gatling still got 27 years off of the evidence they recovered. But they're saying other charges got dismissed because Tammy Cowan was found to be sleeping with the agent. So as we know, Tammy Cowan used to date Blue Da Vinci, and when Big Meech got locked up, Tammy Cowan was put with Big Meech as an assistant. And he used her to, first of all, she got his life rights, and she also got his, which 50 Cent now owns those life rights because they sold them to 50 Cent. So he's kind of stuck with them. And also, she got power of attorney. Now, she started working with Cuffy Gatling, who was an associate of Big Meech's, a trusted associate, and they were making a movie play. You know, they're going to try to get a BMF movie sold. But in the midst of this, she started working for the DEA agent who arrested Big Meech as a CI. People say that, oh, Big Meech had no idea. But how did she meet him? How did she meet Harvey? How? He just approached her and said, you know what, you're going to start working for us now? Now, she first set up a boyfriend of hers named T. White, and she got $54,000 for setting him up. She got a bunch of information, set him up, and they were shocked that she had no priors. She was clean. Very rare for a confidential informant. After this, Harvey retired and a new DEA agent was assigned to her. And the next target was someone that Meech met in jail in 2006 in Detroit, a guy named Suarez. And they became friendly in jail. Suarez somehow beat his charges, went home, and kept in touch with Meech. So Meech put him in touch with Tammy, and Tammy was to facilitate Suarez and Gatling to make some money for Meech. Now, they were going to set this guy Suarez up with this new DEA agent. And in the midst of this, the DEA agent and Tammy got close. So he was over at her house all the time. And she was still talking to Cuffy about this movie thing. When he found out she was in touch with Cuffy, a known drug dealer in St. Louis, they started tapping the phone for him, too. And eventually, this is uncovered that they're doing business with Suarez, Cuffy, and Big Meech. And this is a conspiracy. Mandatory, Big Meech would get added time. But not if maybe there's a deal being worked out here where she's being used with Meech to get other players. Now, that's what will probably be revealed in a documentary of Tammy Cowins, and probably a lot more that we don't even know about. It's very spooky that even when Tammy and the D agent were found to be smashing because her phone, when it was recovered, turned in, there was a lot of explicit photos on there and everything, and he was found, and this was all found because Cuffy Gatling, when arrested, had a right to challenge his accusers. So they went through the phone, found this, and it was found to be like a misconduct. He was fired, the DEA agent, and they say that Suarez was let go, and Meech's charges were dropped, but they kept Gatling's charges and put like some guns and a murder or something on him. He got 27 years, which makes no sense. The whole thing would get thrown out. Many people hypothesize that Suarez was a CI as well, because who beats two Fed charges, right? Uh, Meech was a third party cooperator with Tammy Cowins, just using her to facilitate things. And they just were happy with getting Gatling, and they found a way to make it stick. A lot of people agree with this, especially a lot of people that have done Fed time before. And this is what 50 Cent's threatening to expose now that Meech came home, was trying to press 50 to get his life rights back and get more involved with the show and make more money off the show, instead of being appreciative that he set his son up to play him, stretched out the BMF name that so it's relevant with different generations, so they could sell merch and do other things. They could do spinoffs. He got greedy right away, and this is the situation that's in. And honestly, Big Meech's whole legacy is probably going to go down the tubes at this point. He threw a hissy fit, tried to link up with Ross. Ross can't do anything for him. So that's what's at hand here. So it technically is in the paperwork if you read between the lines. A lot of people don't even want to see it. And that's what it is. Smash that like button.